sad story. We thank Rosellen for being so brave, of course, and talking on camera. Well, Paul Spence is a dad of two, and after an unprovoked attack in Hull in 2012, it left him with brain hemorrhage. One single punch caused the brain injuries, and Paul is with me now. Paul, good evening to you. Good to see you. We just heard this tragic story caused by one punch. Your attack was 11 years ago. How were you affected, and how has it been?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say I'm deeply saddened to the story of Dave, and my heart goes out to the family, and I send my deepest condolences. I was the victim of one punch, which blew my life to pieces. Anybody can imagine. I suffered a frontal lobe brain hemorrhage. Initially left fighting for my life, and then faced 2 years of neuro rehabilitation, and was told I would never be the same person. Part of my identity was gone forever. My family had to mourn for a part of old Paul that was never coming back. I was left lost, confused and vulnerable. I struggled to accept and I was different and adjust. I often felt a burden and worthless. I lost my job as an electrical engineer. Relationships suffered, faltered, I was lost. I didn't drive for 2 years. I faced depression. One punch completely ruined my life.
How are you today? Do you ever truly get over a brain injury?
Well, the first part of that question, how am I today? I am different. I am no less. I have a new potential to reach. I'm striving to get there. Became a manager during recovery. I do still struggle with cognitive deficits and memory impairments, but I've embraced being someone new, and I'm just doing my best. Every day I've constructed a life that supports my brain injury. Second part to the question, do you ever truly recover? To give it a bit of context, there are, as an acquired brain injury, every 90 seconds in the UK, and there are approximately 1.5 million people living with disabilities as a result.
That's an incredible figure. You started the charity, you're doing some great work. What do you say to anyone who has a brain injury who's struggling at the moment? Because, is there enough help and understanding for not just the person but the families?
Well, to anyone that's watching who's struggling with a brain injury, you are not alone. Since we opened the charity doors in 2016, we've had thousands of people walk through the door. They've had a range of services which have helped them and their families overcome the challenges of brain injury. We want to help people reach a new potential. We have an excellent team down at the Brain Recovery Centre. I was at Parliament this week for the Acquired Brain Injury Strategy that's being led by Sir Chris Bryant. We're really proud to be representing our local area. But this is looking at improving services, Peter. We know that services need to improve right across the UK.
Well, I salute you for the work that you are doing. Just finally, I wanted to ask you this. What do you say to anyone who thinks on a night out, there are people, there will be people watching, that throwing a punch is no big deal?
Well, I said to anybody who's going out, have a good time, people. Stay out of trouble. If trouble comes your way, remember, actions have consequences. I'd like you to ask yourself 2 questions. Do I want to be responsible for causing brain damage or death? Secondly, do I want to end up in the criminal justice system and prison? I hope the answer to both them questions would be no. Therefore, walk away. One punch ruins lives.
Mr. Spence, very good to meet you. Thank you very much, Steve, for coming in tonight.
Yes.
Amazing guy, and of course great work goes on brain injuries at P.A.U.L. And I would just say, if you've been affected by any of the issues in that report with Rosellen Henderson, or after listening to Paul there is support and help available for you from the BBC. But to get some more information on mental health and well-being, just go to the Action Line